author guidelines for a minute. And already I feel like I need to speed up a little bit here, but these are great questions. I enjoy your questions, right? All right, so after you have thought about picking that journal, once you have targeted a journal, you want to spend the rest of your time in those author guidelines. They should always be available to you online. I want you to remember that author guidelines are unique to each journal. They may be similar, but each journal has its own guidelines. They're often very extensive. You can go on our website and see our author guidelines. There are pages of author guidelines, but that's to help the author. It gives you extensive information on exactly what you need to do to submit the manuscript for publication, right? So there are detailed rules for you to follow. They are monitored very closely by the editor. If things don't follow the guidelines, they should not be going in the journal, right? And so again, they're a common reason for early rejection if they did not follow the author guidelines. If I get a manuscript that has a completely different outline, that tells me two things. One is it should not be going into the journal. It's going to have to go back to the author. And number two, this person did not do their research on our journal. I don't know why they picked us, because they don't know us very well. They haven't even looked at our author guidelines. So be very careful to follow closely the author guidelines. This is where you're going to spend your time once you have chosen the journal. I love this next question. Is it possible to simplify the submission process? I'm going to take you through the submission process in a minute, because a lot of us as authors think, oh my goodness, I'm so happy I finally finished my manuscript and I'm hitting the submit button. Now I'm done. You've just begun, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute.